How's it going, guys? Colin here from Trail Thrills Off-Road, and in today's video we are going to be installing some sick new lighting upgrades onto our Jeep. So the products that you guys see in front of you right here are made by Nilight, and Nilight makes all sorts of different types of off-road lighting for pretty much any vehicle on the market. Their lighting setups are affordable, they produce a bunch of light, and we can't wait to get them on our JK and see how they perform out on the trail. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to unbox these products that we got. We're going to show you guys what it comes with, how it's packaged. Then we're going to head over to the Jeep, show you guys how to install them because it should be a pretty easy install. And then share with you guys our final thoughts and what we think of them so far. So the first product that we have right here is their amber light pods right here. We're going to go ahead and unbox these. And we did get these amber light pods with the wiring harness. And we'll put a link to all these products in the description below if you're looking to pick these exact products up for yourself. But overall, this first box is packaged very well. You see that we have the wiring kit right here. Should be a very plug-and-play system. And then we have the light pods themselves in amber, so we can have them cut through the dusty trails when we're out there. These pods are in a triple row, and they do have a spot pattern. And you guys are going to see where we're going to mount these in a couple minutes, but it's going to look really good, and it's going to provide a ton of functionality for us on the trail. But overall, yeah, these light pods look really, really nice. Let's move on to the next box. So the next product that we have from Nilight is their windshield frame mounting kit for a light bar and for the light pods. So let's pull these out. Really nice metal design, powder coated. Looks really, really nice. So what we're going to be able to do with this is that the light pod is going to mount on the bottom right here, and then the light bar mounts up on the top, and you guys will see the light bar that we decided to go with here in a second. But it's going to provide a very clean look, a very easy installation for us, and we're definitely excited we decided to go with this type of mount instead of other types of mounts. But yeah, this looks great, and let's move on to the last box. For the last box right here, this is their 52-inch LED light bar. Let's pull it out, take a look at it. Covered very nicely in this foam, so it's not going to get damaged in shipping. It looks like it's got a cover on the actual lights themselves. This is another triple row light. It's got a combo beam, and it is also a curved light bar, and it's going to look great on the Jeep, and it's also, again, going to provide a ton of functionality. So that's it for the unboxing of all the products. That's all we decided to go with. But those three products are going to make a huge difference, and they're going to look great and perform great on our JK. Now let's head over to the Jeep and show you guys how to install them. It's going to be a super easy install. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start by installing the brackets that are going to hold these lights. And there's 5 T40 bolts right here that you're going to want to remove. Leave the bottom one in because you're not going to need to remove that to mount it. So we're going to go ahead and remove these 5 bolts right now. So the next thing that we're going to need is the bracket that we just unboxed, and then you're going to take this foam piece that they include, and you're going to put it on the inside of the bracket and then stick it. It's self-adhesive, it should go right on, and that's to protect the paint so you don't scratch it up. And there is also this other foam adhesive piece. This goes onto the top of the bracket. And then once you have the adhesive foam onto the bracket, simply reinstall the 5 screws that you took out. And then we wouldn't recommend tightening these bolts all the way down just yet because you might have to run wires behind some of this stuff, but we'll just have to see. So we're just leaving it loose for now. And then once you're done with this bracket, it's time to move on to the other bracket, and it's the same exact process for that bracket. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install the light bar up top first, and they do include hardware for you to use, so we're using these bolts right here. And then it's as simple as going through the bracket and into the light bar to bolt on. It's really not that difficult. Just hold it. And then once you have the light bar up there, it's just a matter of tightening these 2 bolts down, and it should be solid and ready to go. So now that the light bar is installed, it's time to move on to the light pods. And to do that, you're going to need this bracket that they provide in the kit, and then also this bolt and nut. And you simply place this bracket on like so, and then The bolt goes through there, and you just lock it down with the nut. And then once this piece is in place, you're going to need the pod, and as you can see, there's a little nut that's in the back of it right there. So you just set it in place, and then this other bolt that they include goes through the back of that mount and into the amber light. And this right here is adjustable, so you can point it up or down however way you like. So then once you're done tightening up all those bolts, you're done installing the light pod. It's ready to go and it looks great. Now it is the same exact thing for the other side, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do right now. Alright guys, so everything is bolted up and it's all ready to go. So now we are going to work on the wiring. So we are going to start by wiring the light pods, and we did get the wiring kit for the light pods, so that's going to make it easy on us. It's got a switch and everything. And this wiring setup is going to be a little bit of trial and error, so we're not going to show you guys exactly step by step what we did right now. We're going to show you guys after we get it all wired up exactly what we did. So we're going to go ahead and figure this out, and then we'll put you guys back on when we do. Alright guys, so we have the light pods all wired up, and the wiring kit itself that they provide is not difficult at all. It just took us a little bit to get everything cleaned up and ready to go, but it's all done now. The light pods are done. We just have to do the light bar. But we're going to show you guys what we did for the light pods right now. So we ran the wires from one pod to the other pod, and then we ran it, as you can see in there, all the way to the battery. And then the wires run from the battery to that relay right in there over there. And then from the relay all the way to the switch panel that we installed right down here. And then to turn the lights on, all we have to do is flip the switch. And as you can see, they are on. So that is it for the wiring of the light pods. It was super easy with that wiring kit that they include with them. And it looks good. All the wiring is clean. And now we are going to go ahead and wire up our light bar. We're going to do that one a little different, but we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and figure out what we're doing. Then we'll bring you guys back on when we figure out how we have it wired up, and we'll show you guys what we did. Alright guys, so the light bar did not take long for us at all. We already had these two wires right here installed to a switch panel that we have on our dash, because we used to have a light bar on our bumper, and when we took that light bar off, we decided to leave these wires right here in case we wanted to install a light bar on top in the future. So that's what we wired into. We just hooked the wire that comes off the new light bar straight into those ones, as you can see here. And then over here, all we have to do is flip this switch right here, and as you can see, the light bar is on. So the light bar install for us was super easy. It's not going to be that easy for everyone, just because we already had the wires wired through into a switch panel. That's what made it easy for us. But if you have to use their wiring kit that they include, it's not going to be much more difficult. It's just going to be like doing these light pods right here. It'll be about the same process for those. Alright guys, so now that everything is buttoned up and ready to go, we're going to show you guys what the light bar and the light pods look like. So that's how bright these lights are, guys. They are way brighter than anyone's ever gonna need, and I was standing back here behind the camera and just about got blinded by them. So that's how you know they work. As for the install of these Nilight products, it went really well for us. We didn't have any difficulties whatsoever. It took us about 2.5 hours, but that was just because we had to clean up all the wiring and stuff like that. It's a short little project for you to do in the garage, and they end up looking great, and they're gonna perform great out on the trails. Again, if you're interested in buying any of these products, we're gonna link them all in the description below, along with other Nilight products and their website. So make sure you go check those out and pick up some for yourself. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time on Trail Thrills Off-Road.